It's Jess here with Blessed Jess. Thank you so much for watching today. Today is Thursday, November 2nd. Let me see, let me help you.
I'm just doing this.
Lucy's sitting down right here to do another puzzle. So I've just been cleaning. It is 10:30. I did want to say yesterday was crazy busy. I kept taking pictures of my food and I was like, oh, I'll start the vlog in a little while. I'll start the vlog in a little while. And I just never started. I never even had a spare second. But I did stay on track, and it was also just kind of an emotional day. Nothing major except Nate kind of had a hard day. It was kind of, I don't know. I don't really know what was going on, but he was kind of not wanting to, you know, cooperate. I guess uncooperative. I think he was really, really tired. Good job. And then I don't think I mentioned it on the vlog, but my grandmother has severe dementia. They're pretty much sure it's Alzheimer's. And she's been in the hospital for about a week now, maybe a little bit longer. Listen, be quiet. She's been in the hospital for about a week. They're not exactly sure what's going on, and she is so severe with her memory that she really can't function, and she can't, right now she's not eating or drinking, and I'm not exactly sure what's going on. She's really, really sick to her stomach. Everything's coming back clear, but they just don't know what's going on, and she is older, and basically yesterday we found out that they have put her in hospice, and they don't think that this is something she's going to recover from. And it was just it was hard hearing that news. This is the grandmother. I don't think I've ever mentioned this either. I lived with them for 2 years. My first 2 years of college, I lived with her, and she was a pastor's wife, and I look up to her in many, many ways because of, you know, the things that she's been through, very similar to things that I'm going through. And her mind hasn't been there in a long time. Her mind hasn't been there in a long time. So it's just hard. It's hard because we hate that it's coming to this, but at the same time, we know that she'll be so much better off to be in heaven and to be with Jesus at this point. But it's still hard to watch. And she is in Alabama. My mom is there with her. It's actually my dad's mom, but my mom has been the one that's been helping out a lot. And my dad's been going back and forth. And it's just, it's a hard process. And that was very emotional to learn. And they're not saying, like, you know, how long, because they really don't know. So if you guys could just be praying for my family, that would be awesome. And she's a very special lady, and she's just, she basically at this point doesn't know who anybody is, or she gets people mixed up, and it's just really sad. She doesn't know where she is in the world, really.
I did it.
Anyway, that's been going on. So I am not emotionally eating. I am really just trying to feel the emotions and move on.
You need to eat.
Yeah, you do need to eat when you're hungry, right?
And you need to eat when you're hungry, you need to cook.
When you're hungry, you need to cook.
Yeah.
Is that true? Okay, you start working on your puzzle. So I did want, and this is the thing, kids hear everything you say, you know, so I'm really trying to be careful of saying positive things about my body, positive things about food. There is no bad food or good food. You know, of course, we don't let her just sit around and eat junk all day either, you know. I tell her a lot of food is sometimes food, and it's a treat food, you know. So anyway, I've been doing so much more research on intuitive eating. Thank you all to all of your suggestions. I've ordered books. Elizabeth, thank you so much for sending. She's sending me a book. And I'll let you guys know anything I learned. I've also had a subscriber tell me about a podcast, which I love podcasts because books are great, but I don't have time to really sit down and read them. I have to make the time.
You do.
I do. So when I'm cleaning or when I'm cooking dinner or something, I can listen to a podcast. So I just started a podcast today called Food Psych, and it's Food Psych Podcast.
Now we're going to make Pay Your Pony.
Sorry for Lucy. And it's really good. It's really, really good. And the one I'm listening to right now is just the Q&A. And like I said, I am not gung-ho going into anybody's plan. I'm just researching right now. I'm just researching, and they talk a lot about the diet mentality and how so many people who are on diets end up, you know, gaining their weight back and then some, and it's because diets really don't work. And they go into a lot of detail. So if you're interested, it's free. It's just a podcast, and I love podcasts. So they have a lot of episodes, and right now, like I said, I'm just doing the Q&A, like at the overview one, and it's just about loving your body, trusting your body, and they talk a lot about binging, and that's where I want to really pay attention, because I do have a tendency to binge eat. And they talk about how a lot of times when you don't restrict food and you give yourself the freedom to eat regular foods and to eat what you want, a lot of time the binging goes away, because your body is binging because you've restricted it, and it's making you give it food. It's making you not starve it. And it's just really interesting. Like I said, I'm just researching right now. I'm not saying everyone should be like this or everyone should follow this. It's just what I'm doing. So this will be my day, showing you what I'm eating as I'm listening to my hunger cues, as I'm stopping when I'm full, eating regular foods. I will show you what I'm eating.
Where's Susie's thumb?
We did.
Where's Susie's thumb?
Where's Susie's thumb?
Yeah.
I don't know. She's really good at putting together puzzles. So look, this one isn't turned over. There it is. You gotta turn them all over. Anyway, so I've just gone on and on and on. But this is my day. I woke up. We had dinner really late last night because I didn't make dinner before we went to church because I just wasn't hungry. And then I found out about all this stuff with my grandmother, and it just didn't happen. So we had dinner when we got home. So we ate really late. We probably ate at like 9:45, 10 o'clock, which is really weird for us. So because we ate so late, I woke up this morning and I really wasn't hungry. So I had 2 cups of coffee, and I'm starting to feel hunger, and it's 10:30. So I don't want to eat lunch at 10:30.
What's the time is it?
It's 10:30. So I might just have like a little snack, and then I'll be hungry in an hour, or, you know, maybe have like a little cutie or something like that, just to kind of not be hungry, but not
Mama,
eat a meal right now. So
what's this way?
I don't know. You got to look for it. So anyway, I will show you what I have right now. I'm probably just going to go grab a cutie. So 2 cups of coffee and a cutie is going to be my breakfast. And then I can kind of tell you real quick what I had yesterday if you're curious. So David went and got us breakfast, and because he had some extra time and was going to come back home and get ready and stuff after taking Nate to school. And so he got me a gravy biscuit from this local place, and I had about half of it with less than half of the gravy on it, and some coffee. And then for lunch, I had ramen noodles. And I don't know why. Sometimes I just really want that. And how I make my ramen noodles is I put, I don't use the whole seasoning packet. I kind of make like a soup out of it, but then I stir in a tablespoon of peanut butter. It makes it really, really creamy and so good. So I had that with some sriracha. Didn't eat all of that either. And then I had, for dinner, I had a turkey dog and some crackers. And I did have some chips before church. So, because I knew I was going to be eating dinner late and I was kind of hungry. So, that's all I had. It was kind of boring and you didn't miss too much, but I'm back showing you everything today. So, I'm going to go. We've just been doing a ton of housework, because we've been so busy. The house had gotten out of control. So, anyway, I'll see you guys back when I have lunch. It's been crazy. It is now 1:15. I'm just now about to eat. So right around noon, I got a phone call from Nate's school, and they said that he was sick. So I had to go up to the school. Nate, sit down. I had to go up to the school and get him. It's diarrhea, and hopefully it'll just stay like that and it won't turn into throwing up. But David's busy, so he couldn't bring me, Sprite, and I need to make sure I have pull-ups because Nate, has body issues, and so pull-ups are a must with the stomach virus. He's able to scrounge one up out of the diaper bag, and he's going to go in a few hours and get me some more. And I went through the drive-thru and got some Sprite. Nate's feeling okay. He's still really energetic, and it's hard keeping him still. But we're just going to go with it. And I went through the drive-thru, got some Sprite, got some medicine in him. And because he felt kind of feverish, so I went ahead and got him some Tylenol. So he seems to be doing okay, but definitely not the start of the day I wanted. I've also got stuff going for dinner. I just want to go ahead and get that ready so I can just pop it in the oven when I need it. Somebody just texted me. So, I haven't had anything besides a mandarin orange. Nate, go sit down somewhere. Go sit down. So, I need food. So, I had some shredded chicken in the freezer, so I pulled that out, maybe like 1/4 of a cup, just a little bit. I seasoned it with taco seasoning and heated it up. I put it over some chips. I have like maybe, this looks way bigger than it is. I have maybe 10 chips here. Then I put the chicken on top and then a little bit of nacho cheese sauce. I probably won't eat all of this. And then I have on the side, I have some shredded lettuce and sour cream. And I'm going to one by one put it on there so it doesn't get all soggy. And just enjoy it every bite. And I will probably have leftovers from this, but I just went ahead and made it because I'm really, really hungry. I have this, I have a fresca. I'm going to eat this. I'm going to get dinner going. I'm having baked spaghetti tonight. And so I figured I could just go ahead and make it up and then just pop it in the oven later. It'll save me some time. Lucy's taking a rest. I'm trying to get Nate to take a rest. It's not easy. But I'm going to eat lunch and I'll see you guys back at dinner. Okay, everybody. It is 6:45 and I haven't had anything since lunch. So I made baked spaghetti. I went ahead and served it on the big plate, but it's just a tiny amount. It's like less than a cup, maybe like a half cup. I'm going to start with that and just see if it is enough. And I don't know if I'll eat this whole piece of garlic bread, but anyway, this is a recipe I got off of Facebook, I think. It's like a creamy baked spaghetti. Has like, it's kind of like you make a lasagna, but it's with spaghetti noodles. So anyway, that's what's for dinner tonight. And of course, I'm going to be drinking my water with it. And if I'm still hungry, I might get a little bit more, but I bet this will be enough. I'll see you guys later. Hey everybody, this is actually the next morning. I never finished up the vlog from yesterday. Things were just so crazy. So I had the small serving. Yeah, I know it's still dark. You guys are up early. That's my life. I had the small serving of spaghetti. I didn't even eat all of it. It was really good, but just eating small portions. So I just had a little bit of that with the garlic bread. I did eat all the garlic bread. And then I had a very small little tiny Milky Way and I just like took little teeny bites and enjoyed it. And then that was all I was going to have. But around, Nate, sit down. Sit down. Trying to keep him still today is not easy. Sit down. And then about 9:30, my stomach was really growling. And so I was like, okay, I definitely need to eat something. And so I had one of those mini soft pretzels that I get in the freezer section. They're literally like the size of my palm. I had one of those with a little bit of cheese. So that's everything I had yesterday. And I just wanted to finish up this vlog before I start tomorrow. So I hope you all enjoyed watching. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Please subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.